All right, I wrote down your June holidays homework. Turn practice 3 and 4. Workbook review 2, page 181 to 192. Squares and rectangles up to page 173. Corrections for angles, especially for drawing. Kubits, there's a new assignment for revision and your daily challenge. SA1, that means you must also put in some time to revise your SA1 topics. That means your term 1, term 2 topics. If you need to catch up on the video because you missed it out, when I went through the exam paper, you were not here, find time to catch up and do corrections for your SA1 exam paper if you're absent. Practice your long multiplication and long division if you are particularly weak at that. Revisit the fractions chapter if you have difficulty with fractions. Why are you not writing it down? You mean you remember everything? Okay, so I'm back at the drawings. Here for this page 169, you click your other worksheets. I'm back here. The last part I'll go through with you is with the drawing. Then I'll leave you to try the drawing up to 133. When we come back after the June holidays, we'll do the last few pages of squares and rectangles as a revision for angles and problem solving. Okay, for those of you who want to go ahead and try, you can try it. All right. Now, I'm back at 169 for drawing of squares and rectangles. In this, on page 169 is squares. The two items that are important. Right. Okay, so we are back here with the set square. So the set square has a right angle already. So the right angle helps. So for me, I use the pipe cleaner to label the right angles for me to easy remember. Parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So in this case, a square means in the property squares, all sides are equal, all angles are right angles, 4 pairs of perpendicular lines, 2 pairs of parallel lines. For drawing of squares, making sure we mark out the points correctly, all sides are the same length, the lines are clean, then you get your full marks. Now, with my set square here, I can see the right angle. For those of you who are very good with drawing, you hold the set square already, you can find the way to continue the drawing. That's cool. But if you have trouble, say managing, use the ruler to help you set the set square accurately for the right angle. After that, you move the set square away, you can trace the line on the ruler. Okay, if you feel that okay, you can manage well, then directly using the set square, you might be able to draw already. But your hands must be really firm and stable. Okay, now looking at slanted lines, I can see PQ cuts across 3 squares. Okay, so I can see PQ cuts along 3 squares, meaning this side also cuts through 3 squares. That means the point is here. Another way to look at it is knowing that this line cuts through a square that looks like this. 3 by 3 or 9 squares. This square here cut across. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the same. Okay, so 2 ways to look at it. Now it must be a clean dot. The point falls directly on the spot, the corner of the square grid. Okay, so similarly, I can cut across 3 squares. And here, cut across 3 squares. Mark out P, Q, R, S. Okay? All right. Then for rectangles is the next one. The rectangles properties, rectangles, Draw and label. In exam time, draw accurately 1 point, labeling 1 point. Okay. Now, rectangles properties, 2 long sides they are equal, 2 short sides they are equal, 4 corners are right angles, 4 pairs of perpendicular lines, 2 pairs of parallel lines. Okay, for this one here, fairly simple. 2 sides given to you, that means ST is the short side. This side here is the long side. Meaning, you have the right angle already. So meaning it will be this spot here. ST. So you can go STUB. Is that okay? So for you can count the squares is a rectangle. If the corner is a right angle, then this one not too difficult. PQRS. Okay. Now this one there is the challenging one, right? It looks a little slanted in a way. It's a diagonal cut across the square grids. Okay. So again, right angle. So this side will be a right angle. Neat and tidy cut across the squares. And I count how many squares it cut across. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is it okay? So you find the good thing about this at P4, the points are still helpful because they are given to mark at the corner of a square grid. So if you see on the square grid, the points are at the corners of the square grid. So you have to find the missing point. Now, if you take note of this side here, you will notice that it cuts across these 2 squares. So if I put my set square here, you can see that it cuts across these two squares for this side. So if I were going to put my set square here, I can find that it cuts through this square and the one beside it. Then I'll be able to find the point already. JKLM or KLMN also can. Is that okay? Make sure your lines are straight and right angle. Okay, I can use my set square to check all the angles. Okay, can? All right, moving on. Remember to mark out the points. Okay, so the level 2 now is a blank space. Using a ruler and a set square to draw the square ABCD side 4 centimeter. If you take your ruler or your set square that has a measurement, you can see that it is indeed 4 centimeter from point A to point B. Line AB is drawn for you. If you worry that it looks like a diagonal, then turn the book until it looks upright to you. If you think that looking at it vertical doesn't really help, you prefer looking at it horizontal, then turn the book until it looks horizontal for you. If you can draw it while the diagonal is diagonal, then good for you also. You understand what I'm talking about? So I can draw set square to the line. If you're worried about being straight, put your set square to it. Right angle, so I set my set square. Now, if you're worried, you see, Miss Lin can do both left hand, right hand. I can set my set square here. And I can go like that with my left hand. But if you're worried, you say, I cannot. This is too difficult. Then what you can do is you mark the point first. All right? Or if not, like I said, start with the other side first. So I set my set square on the other side. Put my ruler against it. Make sure it's right. Move my set square again. Draw. Make sure it's right angle. Use your set square to check. Measure. Make sure it's 4 centimeter. Okay, set square, ruler, in this case, I'm going to play a bit of cheat. I just set my ruler at the spot, at the point. I set it where the dot is. I put my 0 at there. So I put my 0 at the dot where the point is. Remove the ruler. I can already mark out the point here. Okay, so A, B, C, D in the clockwise direction. Check my measurements. 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter. It must be very clean. Okay. Put the angles aside. Okay. Here says protractor. I can use a protractor too. So I show you. Here's ruler and set square. Ruler and protractor. E, F, G, H, size 5 centimeter. First, draw a line 5 centimeter. Protractor, point to point, right angle. Mark out at the right angle. This is the point. Set my ruler 5 centimeter to the point. Set my protractor to point G. The side FG, marked out right angle. Ruler 5 centimeter. EFGH. Last one, check. Yes, right angle. Check. 5 centimeter. EFGH. Okay, here, ruler, protractor, ruler, set square. Now, the same method actually as how the squares are done. Okay, so I show you how to use set square for this one, the square, and then protractor for this one for square. Can you try on your own protractor and set square to draw the rectangles with the correct measurement? Okay? All right, is that okay, everybody? Then I wish everybody happy holidays.